Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say,
Hey guys, Fayon here, back with another video for you guys today. So I'm going to go through the double-handed teacups movement today. I've shared a video before on the teacups movement, this shoulder mobility exercise, and this is a variation on that exercise. If you want an introduction to the teacups motions, please check out that video. I'll give you a link on that one. But today I'm going to go through this double-handed version, which is really great for opening up the spine. It's a very interesting spiraling movement, which is why I wanted to share it with you guys, because I've been putting it into my morning routine recently and it's just been feeling amazing through my body. So I'm going to talk you through it. Let's get started. Double-handed teacups. So if you went through the previous teacups video before, you'll know that the teacups motion is like this with the single hand. With the double hand, it's pretty simple. We're just going to join both our hands together. Now the way I join my hands together is like this. So with your palms facing up, I'm going to place one over so that they're both facing up. So it's like you're holding a big large teacup in both those hands. So they're joined like this. And then I'm going to bring them into my body, into my navel if they're starting out to my right. Bringing it out to the left, spirals around over my head, keeping my palms facing up to the sky at all times, and then coming back to the starting position. So you can see here, I come over to the left, swing it over to my right, gaining height, swinging around, and then coming back to the start. So as I do this, I can keep the teacup small so that it becomes more demanding on the shoulders and just the upper spine. And notice how I have to still move my spine to make space for the shoulder motion. It's very hard to just isolate it just in the shoulder and then actually do it without turning your hands. If you were trying to do it really small, you can see here, like I kind of have to turn my hands and then maybe I won't actually have it facing up, which is fine. That's one way to perform it. But with this variation, we're going to try doing it strict with the hands facing up, which will cause you to actually coordinate with the body in a more global motion to cause more movement through the entire chain. So starting off small, you can see here how it causes this motion and this spiral motion in the upper spine. Then if I wanted to enlarge that, I make the teacup motion bigger. And so you can see here, I'm keeping my feet fixed, but now my whole hips are moving as well. And this feels fantastic all the way through my back, from the upper spine all the way down to my lumbar. I can feel my QLs, obliques working. Just feels amazing for me, which is why I'm sharing this with you guys today. And as you might have guessed, you can also reverse the motion. So keeping my hands together and then just going the same direction now, going from left, across the navel to the right, swinging around above my head, and then coming through. And I can bring it smaller, so again, demanding more through the shoulders and through the upper spine before enlarging the circle, bringing it wider and wider, lower and higher, which will cause a more global movement through the spine. And you can see I keep my feet fixed, so that's what causes all the rest of the motion to happen. If I was to start moving my feet, it becomes a different tool once again. You could do this in a split stance, in a horse stance type motion, and again it changes the angle and how you need to organize your shoulders and your spine around the movement. So that's it really. Just remember, to get started, you just need to join your hands like this, then flip them over, and then work your hands around you. You can play with the variables of small circle to big circle, keeping your feet fixed, and then noticing how that changes all the angles and the movement through the spine. And then you can play around with different stances. So, the traditional horse stance, even a squat, a split squat as well, walking. But I encourage you to start with the feet fixed to keep it simple at first whilst you work on the movement. So have a go at playing around with some of those variations. Just try and get the motion at first. Put on the timer, I like to do this for about 2.5 minutes each direction as part of my morning routine. Makes me feel amazing. I just feel all of this region, especially through here, as I make it bigger and bigger, just open up. So I hope you guys enjoy the same feelings as well. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments below, and you can also find my details on thepassivehang.com. Remember, subscribe to this channel, and thank you once again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.